milk in this one, and 20 packs of green tea. That's it. That's the bucket.
That's good.
Yeah.
Which one's this for? What stop?
That is VVR. So that's going to go in there, and I have a bottle of wine if you don't have any booze to put in tonight.
You're going to be like the designated backpacker.
So, we're off.
I think it's the heat that's bothering me. It's the load from my hips down to my feet.
Yeah.
And I never thought that would be what would be bothering me, because I've always had real strong legs and never had a problem, but it just feels like a kid.
It's just a new feeling for sure.
So on day 3, we arrived at Cathedral Lake. I think it was the first time that I kind of relaxed, but I remember going into it frustrated because we had to walk like 2 or 3 miles off trail just to get there. But the fact that we were going to bathe was pretty cool.
I'm gonna take these little bottles of Rumplements and Fireball, and I'm gonna put them in that little tiny patch of snow because cold liquor is better than warm liquor. Cheers.
Then the next day we got into Loud Canyon, one of Brandon's favorite places in Yosemite. I could see why. We had a campfire that night, first campfire. Had a little bit of mystic fire we put on it, and the next day we took a 0 day. That was nice.
I'm about to put
Celebrate.
some magical flames on the fire for 4th of July.
4th of July,
So,
2014.
woo! America! Look at those colors.
So what happened here?
There's not even any wind. Look at that, rocks holding the rain fly and everything. Oh, this is a good day. This is a good day. This is gonna feel so good to know that we washed these clothes. Oh man.
Getting ready to go up the Donahue Pass. We're at this pretty sweet campsite that we've been at before here in the Lyle Canyon. It's getting cloudy, which is nice because we've been cooking in the sun every single day. But hopefully that doesn't mean any precipitation. Back to you, Steve.
Preventive maintenance. And get my coffee in me. Lots of duct tape.
Lots of mosquitoes.
Lots of mosquitoes. Days 5, 6, and 7 in my journal are kind of blurry to me. because that's when we really started hitting rain. I remember the first day it rained, it was only drizzling. We walked through a good bit of rain the last couple miles on day 7 and got to Shadow Lake. And when we got to Shadow Lake, it was another one of my very frustrating evenings, but Kevin and Brandon already had half the camp set up. Everything got wet. Anyhow, the rain stopped and Shadow Lake was gorgeous.
So we camped out last night here at Duck Creek Crossing. First place we could get water for 5.5 miles. But today we're getting ready to head up the trail. We're gonna do up and over, not a pass, but just a really big hill, and get to Purple Lake. And then we go up again, down again to Lake Virginia. And then we start heading towards Silver Pass, which is just gonna be a little bit of climbing, and probably stay at Squaw Lake, about 10,300 feet. Be a good tough day.
Feel pretty good. Best part of my day.
Good to do another.
After about 7 or 8, I'll start winding. Before we made camp and got barraged by mosquitoes, we jumped in a creek.
It doesn't feel cold at all. It feels
good?
great. It's been hot all day. I needed that.
Next thing you know, I turn around and there's Kevin getting ready to do a backflip. Man, and all of a sudden I just felt like a dad. And I felt like yelling at him before he even did it. But just like everything, Kevin seems to squeeze through and he made it unscathed.
100 miles. How's it feel? Can you do 100 more?
Yeah. Nice and overcast.
Mosquitoes are gone.
Oh my god, dude. That was terrible. That was like the worst hour and a half of my life.
I can tell you were miserable.
Dude, I was pissed. I was just like, I'm getting out of this. It's got to end somewhere. So I found the end. Took 2 poops today. It's a good thing.
What are you guys doing? Are you raiding other people's buckets right now?
$40 worth of breakfast here at the Muir Trail Ranch.
Look at that.
We sent our buckets here with no information.
How are we on
Somehow we got them.
Like these little ones?
I don't know.
I got one of them.
Huh?
I did get one of them, so if you want.
You're checking.
What we got going on here, Kevin?
I'm trying to sort out our food to figure out if we have enough to get from Muir Trail Ranch to Independence
Chef.
and still have time to like hang out in some really cool spots. Because it's like 70 miles from here to there. There's some really cool shit like Evolution Valley and Lower Palisades Lake that we want to go to. So we're just making sure we don't eat it all before we get there.
He's the chef. I trust him.
So our food
We haven't
for the
got
next
hungry yet. We
70
We
miles.
scored big today at Muir Trail Ranch with all these mountain houses and some really good food.
And we broke 2 water filters.
Yeah.
Those 10 miles were easily the most fabulous 10 miles of the JMT yet, surrounded all day by amazing looking mountains, one after the other. All shades of gray, brown, red, and rust, blacks. Waterfalls, creeks, creek crossings over boulders, clear lakes, big white boulder islands in the lakes. It looked like a moonscape. And you could see the moon all day long. Exposed to sun, but always a mountain breeze. Sky so blue in contrast to the white mountaintops. Really can't put into words how stunning it is to walk through. You just have to experience it. We only did about 6 miles a day. It's good. Tomorrow's 9.
There's a storm coming!
And tomorrow we cross our first creek that we gotta take our boots off. Brandon's boots are already wet.
It's not much. It's 2 little brook trout caught on the hand fly. About to be cooked in fire.
Oh, look at that.
South Fork of the San Joaquin River. So here we are at Evolution Lake. It's cold, windy, and raining outside.
It's frozen.
I had to zip this shit shut because we're getting wet even though the sun is out over there. We're still in the storm here at Evolution Lake.
Tell them how miserable rain makes you.
It makes me extremely frustrated. As soon as it starts raining, I think about the quickest way to exit the trail and go home. But I haven't done that yet.
It's just tough.
I'm like, yeah.
I thought we were going to have no rain, and look at this, man.
I guaranteed that we'd have no rain. I thought maybe a day or 2, but I think this is like day 4 or 5 now.
This is the 5th time it's
Getting a little
rained.
ridiculous.
So we hiked up through Evolution Valley today. Pretty cool. And it started raining, and it made us all miserable because we only have so much stuff. Everything's starting to get wet and cold. But here we are at Evolution Lake, and it was worth it. And we are surrounded 360-degree view by amazing. This is unbelievable. I am recording. Brandon's in the picture.
I stay above water.
You can already talk.
Oh man!
Oh!
Fuck off! I'm gonna turn over.
Okay, Friday, 18 July 2014. We hiked out of Evolution Valley, 4.5 miles to the Muir Hut, and 5.5 more miles after that to our next campsite. Okay, my best piece of advice for first-time through hikers to spend more than 20 or 30 days out here. I know that Kevin and Brandon and I kind of bragged about it before we were leaving, that we prepared in 2 weeks. But I really think the best advice I can give you is to prepare. Some people take a whole year to prepare. We are rationing our food. We are almost out of fuel, so we're using campfire. We're almost out of toilet paper. So prepare, plan out your food, everything like that. That's the best advice I can give.
My piece of advice to a would-be through hiker, I think, would be the trekking poles. I never really believed in them very much. You don't see too many young people using them, but it has helped a lot, and I think that would be my piece of advice. Trekking poles help you make it.
We got a good start this morning, like 7 a.m., 8. And then we got the worst storm that we've seen on this trip yet. It's like our 9th or 10th day that we've dealt with rain, and it was thundering and lightning so bad that it just gets scary. Downright scary. So we stopped, made a little fire. So we stood around, burned a bunch of wood. Now it's like, what, 1 o'clock in the afternoon? There's the sun.
How was the golden staircase?
You realize how lucky we are. Most people walk the golden staircase, do it in bright sunshine, suntan lotion. Someone always don't put enough on and gets burned. And look what we did it in. Pouring down frickin' rain, thunder, lightning.
Here we are at Lower Palisades Lake.
And we are out there.
We're at almost 12,000 feet up, going towards the Mather Pass. There's Palisade Lakes behind us. It's probably the highest up we've gone so far on the trail, and we're hoping to camp soon because it's cold and overcast and we're wet. Alright, we're here just past the Mather Pass, coming down, about to go over to the Pinchot Pass. We got about 3 days of food left before we get to our next food drop, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm going to hike ahead and do it in about 2 days, hopefully less, and get our food resupply. That way Brandon and his pops can meet me right back at the Kearsarge Pass junction, and we can continue on like we never had to stop.
was the effect?
Yeah, thanks for the food.
Yeah,
Really helped me.
heck yeah.
That's it.
And maybe we'll see you down here at the junction.
I'm gonna cut the Snickers into 3 pieces because there's 3 of us, and we are going to dip it in peanut butter and then put honey on it and drink milk.
Powdered milk, chase it with milk.
That's our dinner.
That's our dinner. Day 25. We get to this basin right below Forester Pass. And from what we hear, Forester Pass is supposed to be the butt-kicking pass. But anyhow, this by far, and it's funny, all 3 of us agreed that this is the coolest campsite we ever stayed at. Number 1 campsite of my life. You can't see it now down that basin. And number 2, 3, and 4 were on this trip also. So now we're leaving and we're climbing Forester, up Forester Pass. We have a 9.5 today, a 9.5 tomorrow, and a 15-miler on day 3 to reach Mount Whitney. So we got the toughest miles ahead and probably the most beautiful scenery. Body feels good. Can't believe how fast I built up to this. And my scrambled bullshit life mind, it needed this, and my spirit deserved it. And here we are. I think it's a second, but look at where it goes. Let's just eat it. There's nothing like
Kevin.
bars.
What's going on?
PB.
You're not feeling good?
No, I'm fucking starving. We're on a terrible diet of nothing. And we're at like 12,000 something feet.
We came from somewhere down in here. That's where we camped. Still a little ways from Forester Pass. How's it going?
It's going
Better?
slow. Haven't let your light shine down.
There it is. I'm so thirsty for something.
It's our last day of full hiking before we get to Guitar Lake and the base of Mount Whitney. It's raining again.
Ugh. How'd that feel? Dude, that was a scary looking dive. Your head's out of the picture.
My head was out. What do you mean?
That wasn't a shallow dive. You went,
Oh, heck yeah.
huh?
I know.
Hey, wait till you see it. It looked a little scary. I went,
didn't
you're
hit
going to
the
hear me. I went, ooh.
I didn't hit the bottom, but it was very cold, but it was refreshing. That's
And-
my first full body bath I think I've had the whole time we've been out here.
Yeah, wind and rain.
This is
Day 27.
our last night of camping, day 27, and surprise, surprise, it's raining again.
Is this day number 12 of rain?
I think closer to 10.
Oh, okay. It's testing us regularly.
Lots of fucking rain. And you can see it. You can see my shelters blowing around. Me and Kevin set it up with rocks, so I hope we did a good job or it's going to blow away on us. Dinner time at Guitar Lake. Hopefully clouds break and give us a chance tomorrow to push up on Whitney and get off it real quick because they're calling for nothing but storms like this tomorrow as well.
So it's 3 a.m. The sky's pretty clear. You can see the Milky Way and the stars. We're going to start packing our stuff up and make an attempt at this mountain.
Kevin,
Good morning, Brandon.
excited?
I am.
What are you doing?
I'm adding honey flavored syrup to my milk.
Dad, how you doing?
Alright. It's alright, you can calm down, there's no pressure. Like, you don't have to run out here.
We got time.
We just woke
A little
up.
surreal. I'm a little nervous.
It's like Grand Teton. Just get up early, get going. Sun will be up before we know it. We'll be warm.
But all we're doing is walking, right?
Yep.
We're not gonna climb with it.
This walk is impressive. Cool stuff I ever did.
After all this time and everything I've been through, I needed this to cleanse my soul. And it is a soul cleansing thing, you know. When you're walking 10, 15 miles a day, you got a lot of time to think about things. And I needed this. I needed this so bad to deal with that stuff. And I think I feel cleansed.
It's been 28 days of hiking and about 10 days of fucking rain.
Fudging rain.
We got snowed on the way up here.
We got everything.
Yeah, we got free food again today.
Wind, rain.
We're turning into bums. Just ask people for their food because we don't have any.
Okay, so this is going to be the biggest day yet. We're done.
Yeah. We got 10 miles to go yet. From here.
Closer to 11.
Yep.
Every time you guys up it, every fucking time. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's
Time to go down.
My spirit animal for the JMT. Bigfoot. Look at this. Look at that. Believe.
It plays the guy that sits next to the dude in the bowling alley at the bar, and he drinks sarsaparilla.
Well, dude. Well, dude. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the bear eats you.